Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Secretary of Sports, and a pleasure to have you live and in charge. A little countdown to green action presented by Lunatic Designs. We are underway qualifying tonight as the drivers hook up for the Chopp'N It Up Xfinity Series here for Chop Racing. Absolutely blessed to see, well, everybody doing everything that everything is doing. You know, just a tiny bit of absolute awesomeness. RB, thank you for the like. Mr. Van Ness, thank you for the like. Mr. Dudley, thank you for the like. We were live streaming just a little while ago, and we had some things go wrong in the stream, and had to restart the computer, do all that stuff, and it's kind of the way it is. How about we get to it though, because we're into some playoff racing. That's exactly what's going on. It is the second race of the round of 16, 175 laps tonight at Phoenix Raceway. We're going to run stage lap to lap 50, completion to lap 50. 4 sets of tires, 100% fuel, 1 fast repair for the drivers here. Actually, no fast repair for the drivers. They shouldn't have a fast repair. It is Phoenix, by the way. They had a fast repair last week at Daytona, which is the reason why it shows up like that. 81 degrees on the track temperature at qualifying. We're going to run nighttime Phoenix for 79 degrees on the air temperature, 21% humidity, clear skies with a 10-mile-an-hour wind as we get ready to go. Track Racer, Dove Farms LLC, Admin Box, Premier Racing Setups, and of course the Chopp'N It Up podcast Admin Box, all on board with the Chop Racing Series for Saturday night racing. How's everybody doing? Good to see you all out there. Hope your nights are going well. Good stuff. Make sure you check out the Chopp'N It Up podcast. They have a Spotify channel, and they also have, let me move some stuff around here. They also have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/chopshop_TV. Absolutely. Kicking butt, ticket names. All the things that doth work itself into fruition, and all the things that are cool, all the things that are awesome, and all the good things. I'm just going to test the alert here. Yeah, that works. Okay, good deal. Wanted to make sure. Hello, Mrs. Muscarella. How you doing, Nicole? How you doing? Good to see everybody out there. Let's see. Big chop for Budgie. Lunatic out there as well. Muscarella Motorsports, of course, one of our sponsors. We appreciate them. Thank you to everybody watching on all the platforms. Nicole, thank you for the like as well. Then, of course, and always, Jonathan Casebeer out there says, second in comments, hopefully first on the track. Marsupius, of course, was first. How you doing, Bada? It's Michael out there. I tell you what, it'll be a good night. Doing all right? How am I? I'm doing well. So thank you very much. I show you a couple of things real quick. Chop Racing putting up the checkers and cash top 3 paid April 19th. If you want to join that, make sure you join the Chop Racing Discord. It's $20 to enter. First 30 drivers registered. Means it's money's going to get paid out. Again, always a cool thing. Best Paint's going to get $20. Pole Award's going to get $10. Hard Charger, $20 as well. I'm going to be, I believe I'm broadcasting that. I made the flyer, so I believe I'm broadcasting it. I think I put my logo on that thing. So make sure you get out there and you support your local league, and do the deed. Go join them. Have some fun with them. That's what it's all about. If you want to join us tomorrow as well, you can join us tomorrow for the Sunday Fun Day series. We'll talk about starting grid in just a moment. Kevin Winker leads in the point standings here for the Chop Racing Xfinity series by Chopp'N It Up podcast. 4 wins for Kevin Winker. Dudley has a win as well, sits second in the point standings, 38 points behind Clint Hackett. This is your round of 16 drivers. Clint Hackett in third. Case Beer's going to be fourth in the standings. Brad Dove, Andrew Davis, Tyler Lemon, Michael Bosworth, your top 8 in the standings. So if the round of 8 were to begin tomorrow, it would be right there at Bosworth. And, these things, they do happen. So we're looking to see who's going to be able to do something here. Shake up those point standings, because it's going to be awesome. Yeah. How about it? Starting grid tonight, as it would be. It's going to be Tyler Lemon on that pole. Mark Retchend, your outside pole sitter. We'll see Ed Perry, Andrew Davison, row number 2, Jerry Culver, Brad Dove, row number 3, Jonathan Casebeer, Robert Dudley, row number 4, Clint Hackett, RB Turner, road number 5, Bosworth and Scrutenbauer out there in road number 6. Amp Racing just finished up their season as well. Love to see it. We'll see Devin Acuna, Brian Rayburn in row number 7, row 8. Will be Mueller and Kevin Winker. Nathan Bigart is your race controller tonight. He is the guy behind the scenes. So we'll see 16 drivers out there doing themselves a little bit of Monica in my, doing those kinds of things. It won't let you buy any stars right now for some reason. Oh, that's no bueno. Oh, I hate that for you. It's okay. It's all right. Stars are. It's fine. It's fine. Facebook just went through some changes too, and there to include our VODs are only lasting 30 days. So it might be a Facebook thing. Might be on the Facebook side of things. We never know. So let's do it. RBs from Mr. Van Nest. We do have a couple of driver cams tonight, which we always appreciate. Of course, Mr. Dudley, the first driver cam you're going to see out there. He is hooked up, ready to go in Darlington for the weekend. Go Case Beer from, I like it. Hope you enjoy the throwback weekend there for Darlington. Here's Mr. RB Turner. We appreciate him. Ready to rock and roll. Chop Shop Racing gives us our driver cams for every series and every race and everything that we do. And there's Clint Hackett. You've noticed, they've been a pain in my, they're a pain. We appreciate them. I love being able to do so. But these things, they do happen. We're green. Here we go. Rayburn leaving pit road. The Farm LLC is your pulse. And Lincoln Muscular Motorsports for the absolute legend they are. Thank you for the like. Appreciate you. The Farm LLC pole sitter Tyler Lemon leads here. As the drivers get up and go. Let's go from Budgetbeard. Bottom side of the lane, Dudley. He's rolling. Little Raptor, Bosford going around. So, Jesse made those tachos, which are tater tot nachos, pretty darn good. Never would have thought of it. Pretty fantastic. 23, the bottom side of the racetrack, Russian, fastest lap of the race, run to the dash roll line of the racetrack. You see drivers, they're going to fan out and run that very bottom. That very bottom has a tendency to tear up your car and take some speed off, but we'll see how it works. Tyler, thank you for the like. What's up? What's up, the little Dud? Little Dudley out there. 33 of Andrew Davis right behind Ed Perry. Got a little Jurassic Park on board. How's everybody's throwback weekend doing? Andrew Davis, fastest lap of the race, 27.78. As we'll see him work the outside lane, trying not to get tight on the wall. High line to a low line. Out. He's going to push out. Nice. Jerry Culver right where he needs to be. Top 5 have yet to switch spots. Jonathan Casebeer is up the spot. Clint Hackett's going to be up 2. Bosworth's going to be up 3. Brad Dove off 4. And Brad Dove was our 4th driver cab that I didn't see until after the fact. So Dove on the old 2-5. We were hoping Jess was going to be able to stream making them. Always a good thought. I'll tell her next time that she makes them. That's what she needs to do. So, but hey, we're going to be making ramen tomorrow. Gluten-free ramen options. Dudley, fastest lap of the race, 27.76 after the tires have gotten heated up. He's going to be able to clear the 32. Working up and out of the corner, Clint Hackett, 28.02 for the hog logging. The old Ford. Chevy's up to the top 4. Jerry Culver, first 4. Is going to have Casebeer and a Chevy down below him. Casebeer shortcuts the track all the way to the bottom side. Gets that pit road exit. We'll send it into the corner. Culver comfortable where he's at right now. Doing a great job. Top 5 within the blanket. Very tough to pass. Mark Retchin try to hold on. We'll see the 35 of Ed Perry shoot the inside gap. First driver off the final drive here. Everybody kind of save it a little bit. Case Beer sitting at the bottom side. It's got to be careful. The harder you get on those tires, the lower you run off the track, the harder it is to run. 13 on the drive off is going to be clear of the 8. Clint Hackett up 1, still working. Bosworth up 2. Dove off another spot. Has the 42 of Kevin Winker just behind him. Kevin Winker up 3. Sharp left-hand turn all the way to the bottom side of the racetrack. Brad Dove just ahead. The exit out of the corner. Dove might be just saving some tire here. Wiggle out of the 42. There's Devin Acuna back there. Andrew is going to be rolling. Mike Mueller, positive spots gained. There's Brian Rayburn off 2 from the start of the race. Still working 40. Did the whole pit road thing. 24 to the outside on the 23. Mark Retchen on the back straightaway. We'll have Ed Perry in tow. Mark Retchen leads. 23-19. The sound's not working. Did it work? Did it not work? I don't know. Hold on. It did work, didn't it? I can't hear it. So it did work. Good deal. All right. I can't hear it because when I had those this year, I updated the system, and when I updated the system, I did an weird audio cue, so I'm just playing guesswork. Good deal, babe. I'm glad it worked. You know, this tater tot casserole, or tater tot nachos, or tachos, whatever you want to call it, pretty good, babe. Pretty dang all good. Driver's net code in the wall here at Phoenix. Case Beer trying to, again, go. He's in 5th right now. Jerry Culver off 1 from the start of the race. Still trying to work. Clint Hackett up 1. Mark Retchen, 3/10 of a second lead. A little bit of clean air. He's going to try to run away with this. And again, lap 50 is going to be there. Back on YouTube. May not stay long. Tired. Don't feel good. I hope you feel better, brother. I hope you feel better. I hope everybody is having a great day. I hope you all feel wonderful. You know. Let's see. Let's see if I can hear things on soundboard. Okay. I can hear those, but I can't hear it through OBS. So OBS is doing OBS things.
You serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Oh, yeah? You want to know the forecast? I'll give you the forecast. 100% chance of thunder. Stay with me.
Oh, yeah. Retchen, Ed Perry. 4/10 of a second difference here. Tyler Lemon holding on to 3rd. See Andrew Davis just behind. Davis has a good run going on here. So the budget, it is showing up. It is showing up that it is working. So at least I did see it do that thing. Tyler again trying to shortcut the racetrack there. It works. Davis high line to a low line exit. Gets a good run out of 2. It's arcing the corner, egg shaping the corner. The one thing you don't want to do 16 laps in is burn your tires off. So it's all about carrying fast speed. And up and out. Tyler Lemon all the way to the bottom. Natural line around this racetrack saves the most tire. And Davis, who gets into the corner right behind the 23 there. Look at the drive off there. It's going to have speed down the back straightaway. Tyler Lemon trying to protect. Mark Retchen still 3/10 of a second difference here. He leads. He folds on. No pressure. No pressure. Chopp'N in a podcast Xfinity series here for Chop Shop. It's tough to pass. You got to set up the pass. You got to do it pretty quickly. especially if you go and sand it. And Perry, very comfortable right now. Middle portion of the race line is going to push up out of the corner. This racetrack has a tendency to drive down. I drove earlier, folks, and I had me a good race going a couple of different times. But I will tell you that, tried our best. 33 to the outside of the 23. This is where the outside lane can prevail. Andrew Davis works hard, up and out. We'll see if Tyler Lemon drives all the way to the bottom side of the racetrack, or he's going to stay a little bit higher. Davis has a good smooth run getting into the corner. So Davis actually drops into the bottom side of the race line. He's going to have a drive off here. Davis, corner exit. Tyler Lemon up to run him hard. Almost gets into him. It's going to be free here just a little bit. Case Beer rolling. With Tyler Lemon back to fourth. Pole sitter drops back a touch here. Jerry Culver is closing back in the distance of the spot he lost. Dudley again up 1. Kevin Winker up 6. Case Beer to the inside of Tyler Lemon. Tyler Lemon dropping back. Case Beer got a good run off the corner, but here comes Tyler Lemon right back to the back bumper. Is going to be there to the inside of Jonathan Case Beer. And we'll see if Tyler Lemon can hold on to the spot. Jonathan Case Beer will run the natural lane. Here goes Tyler Lemon to the bottom side. Tyler up and out into the braking zone, a little harder. Going to drift up out of the race line, so Case Beer is going to clear. It's that outside lane. It's being prevalent here as Andrew Davis holds on to third. Going to close in 9/10 of a second difference here. His last lap, a tenth better than the drivers ahead of him. Mark Retchen, your race leader. Ed Perry in second. Davis in third. All right, now, fastest driver on the racetrack this time by is going to be Mark Retchen. 23 of 175, Bosford. As RB Turner back to the inside. RB good on the long haul. We watched RB like to take flat tracks and be that driver. Be that guy. We'll see. Red Dove off 6. Acuna just behind him. Everybody's calm right now. 16 drivers in today's race. Of course, Big Art to your RC tonight, so he is just fine. This is the lowest we've seen the field. A lot of drivers might be out of the look here. Case Beer 1.55 back is Tyler Lemon just behind. Case Beer will drop all the way to the bottom. Tyler Lemon will chase him down. He's going to have a little bit of speed here getting into the corner. He's going to be able to turn into the corner a little bit easier. And we'll try to get to the back bumper of Jonathan Case Beer. Up and out. Top 3. Within a blanket, Andrew Davis is a 35 rolling. Kevin Winker to Clint Hackett. Winker on the bottom side. Clint Hackett back to 9th. RB Turner still in 10th. Kevin Winker up 7. The back to the front. Mark Retchen rolling. 25-20 for Mark Retchen. Ed Perry, 2076. Andrew Davis, 22-16. Jonathan Case Beer, 24-47. Tyler Lemon, 23-38. Dudley, 23-42. Culver, 1979. My iRating has dropped. We're in the 1700s again. I've lost almost just about 300 iRating over the last couple of days. It's just because it's my skill. It's anybody else's. 33, changing his lane, working back to where he was at. Tyler Lemon, little wall tap there. Andrew Davis on the bottom side. Again, trying to replicate what he's been doing. Jonathan Case Beer again, down to shortcut the racetrack. Tyler Lemon hard on the wall. Jerry Culver off 1. Robert Dudley up 1. And Kevin Winker just behind. Kevin Winker's been able to get around some of the other drivers a little easy here. The harder, the more he works toward the front, the harder it's going to be for him to be able to do so. Davis, Jonathan Casebeer, and his funny paint scheme, as he called it. We'll see the 23 right back to the back bumper of the 8. So Tyler trying to chase down the 8 car here. Andrew Davis having to change his lineup here as he tries to close back down to Mark Retchen and Ed Perry. Wall tap for the 33, wall tap for the 8. You got your A-class and stop racing officials. I want to race officials because the reason why I want to race officials is because I want to get better at what I do. And the only way to do that is just to race around the crowd. Casebeer sends it into the corner there. If he's any less on his brakes right there, he'd have taken out the 33. He's got to be careful here. Tyler Lemon right there on Casebeer's back bumper. This race has been pretty clean thus far. 19 laps to go on the stage. Russell, thank you for the like, sir. How you doing, my friend? Davis high side down to the bottom. 8's going to try to have the same drive off the 33 has had this entire time. And look into the corner. Mark Retchen, your race leader. We'll see Ed Perry closing in a quarter second now. Jonathan Casebeer trying to, again, utilize the bottom side of the racetrack. That's the reason. See, that's the reason why I like the Legacy Phoenix on this, because the dog leg is taken out of it. I think the dog leg doesn't show you saving tires. It shows you being able to take a shortcut. But that's just my opinion, and that's just the way it's been. Whoa, 23 almost does the same thing to the 8. The 8 did in the 33. They're getting close. 8, sharp left-hand turn. Good carry for the 23 here. Mark Retchen working. Let's go back. RB Turner trying to close back into Clint Hackett. Has a second there as the ninth place car, the 28, trying to track down Kevin Winker again. Dudley and Jerry Culver able to keep Kevin Winker at bay for the time being. Bosworth has Brad Dove just behind him, so Bosworth is in 11th. We'll see Brad Dove off 6. David Acuna closing back in as well. And time is on their side. 15 laps to go to the stage this time by. As Mark Retchen holds on. But hey, you know, I just, again, this is one of those tracks that I'm just not a fan of. And it's not because it's because it's just it's an awkwardly shaped track. I can't drive it. That's my thing. We've watched too many championship races here that just kind of seem stagnant. So I guess that might be just my what makes me think that way. You know what I mean? So it's all good. 23 to the inside of the 8. 33 crosses over, low line exit, trying to close back into the 35 here. 8 a little bit freed up. 23 looking nice and calm, but a little wiggle. It's a slow wiggle. Fall off on the racetrack right now. About a second over to the driver's tire. The limit just ran a 28.57 though, so he does have some of the fastest laps going. Kevin Winker ran a 29.20 his last time by. Dudley 28.72. Winker 28.7. Gary Culver 28.74. Mark Retchen still having a good lead here. The top 5. About a second and a quarter between the drivers as they get into the corner here. 37.175. Andrew Davis working. Clean air is prominent at this racetrack as well. See Davis way up the racetrack. Again, egg shapes the corner, pushes out, trying to close back in. Ed Perry looking forward. That's all you got to do, right? You got to move forward and look forward. That's all. Casebeer and Lemon to the bottom side. Looking at the schedule as it would be. Phoenix today, Round of 8 starts next week at Texas. So this is a cutoff race for all the drivers. Mark Retchen and Perry try to work. And Davis trying to keep himself inside that top 8 as well. So stage points are going to matter. Top 12 get stage points. And all of that does matter. Kevin Winker trying to do something different here. Davis to Ed Perry. Tyler Lemon to Jonathan Casebeer. Everything happening. Dudley up 1. 10 to go to the stage, folks. Seeing some tire fall off happening. Seeing some rubber. And, we don't get to see parts of cars fly off of this racetrack, but you can get damage on these cars based on like you see in NASCAR. When you take the drop off. And Perry to the inside. The battle will be on. Ed Perry trying to battle for the lead here. Andrew Davis in third. The drive off here. We'll show the 33 a little bit more creative. 8 into the wall. Tyler Lemon seeing the sparks fly. But right now the 33 trying to take advantage of this. Drive into the bottom side. Mark Retchen, 33. Mark Retchen takes over that spot. Casebeer now will be side by side with a 33. Why Davis didn't turn that corner? I was thinking that because he was going to be side by side with Mark Retchen there, that he was going to be able to take that turn. So Davis trying to battle back. Tyler Lemon short shoots the car. Going to drift up the race line. Davis battles back here. And Jonathan Casebeer will run all the way to the bottom side of the racetrack. So Casebeer will take over third. If Davis can hold on. Davis is not going to be able to hold on. So Mark Retchen became a pick. As Ed Perry will stomp away. Oh, baby. Andrew Davis back to the inside. Will get to the Casebeer's back bumper. Tyler Lemon is in tow. Tyler to the bottom side. So Tyler Lemon will try to short shoot this corner. He's going to try to throw it in. And so Davis, who's running his natural line, was playing good dividends to the top 3. Will go back to 5th. Ed Perry, 4/10 of a second difference here. Mark Retchen will be in second. Tyler Lemon trying to push back in. And Lemon all the way to the bottom. Casebeer trying to run the speed. Tyler Lemon will be into the corner here. Going to get a little tight. It's going to drift up the race line. Casebeer is close to going around. Trying to egg shape the corner. Tyler Lemon was there. Tyler Lemon took it away. Little side draft for the 8 to the 23. 23 is going to be able to throttle up here. 5 to go on the stage. Tyler Lemon working down. And now Jonathan Casebeer. I wondered if Tyler was going to be saving any kind of tire here. And try to make a hard charge to the end. Mark Retchen up and out of the corner is going to be able to drive door to door with the 23. And Jerry Culver right back here with the 49. Got freed up. So the battle there is still large. Ed Perry trying to pull away as Tyler Lemon tries to close in. 3 to go to the stage. His time by. To be 2, as it would be. Mark Retchen battles back here. Davis still close. Retchen. They both get into the corner. Retchen, little freed up. Casebeer's going to have to turn down if he wants it. And he will. Mark Retchen all the way to the outside. Will be able to get into the corner. So Casebeer utilizing the bottom portion of this racetrack. Will go to third. Tyler Lemon trying to close in a little bit of lap traffic here. as this will be your white flag for the stage. Ed Perry needs to hold on for one more lap, as Tyler Lemon is going to shoot the bottom side. But Tyler is your pole sitter, able to turn something on at the end here. Mark Retchen, Andrew Davis behind Jonathan Casebeer. Retchen into the wall hard. Ed Perry, final corner, is going to be able to throttle up. He'll be your stage winner. Stage win goes to Ed Perry. The caution will come out here. 100 of Mueller will stay on the lead lap. And probably a good cause to do that, because Tyler Lemon was trying to work on the pass before the caution was thrown, and that would have been detrimental. So I'm glad that the caution came out when the first couple of drivers crossed that line. Ed Perry, Tyler Lemon, Jonathan Casebeer, Mark Retchen, Andrew Davis. That would have put Mike Mueller off the lead lap, and something Mueller didn't need to happen there. Drivers catch up on the pace car, and we'll take a hydrate break. Right back. right, we'll be 2 to go here with Jonathan Casebeer, one of the race off pit road. Ed Perry, I think he got a Neil well there. I wonder if he was too fast entering. Under caution, it does happen. Rayburn back to pit road. Bosworth's back to pit road. Dove, Clint Hackett on pit road. Had some damage there. So caution real quick here. Let's take a look. They got going. They got into the corner. 32. Got into the 25. And 43 went around. So we're trying to see how Clint Hackett was involved in that. Oh, landed. Oh no. Just trying to brake and slow down, and Mike got into the back of him. Casebeer's your race leader, Ed Perry. I'm going to take a look at the green flag there. Hold on. And apologies about missing the caution. I was grabbing something to drink there. So just trying to see what was going on. Ed Perry, I don't know if he got a black flag or had something that he needed to do there. I'm not quite sure. Thank you for the clip, Budgie. I appreciate you. Man, oh man. All right. Check back in with chat here. Thank you. Thank you for the hydrates and stretch. Thank you for the rewards. Seeing all that stuff taken care of. Oy vey. All right. Case Beer, Lemon, Mark Retchen, Kevin Winker. Kevin Winker up 11 spots. He'll be trying to do himself some justice here. See if he can capitalize the playoffs with a win here. Ed Perry will have to start at the tail end. We'll see if there's a penalty he has to be taking. I'm not quite sure. Bosford on pit road. Clint Hackett on pit road as well. 8 to the 23. 23 had some good long run race pace. Mark Retchen back to the bottom side. We'll have the drive off one more time. Mark Retchen back to the corner. Fastest lap of the race belongs to the Dudley man. Andrew Davis back to 7th here, now off 3 from the start of the race. Trying to make it happen. Mark Retchen sideways. Ooh, caution to come out. 25 holds on to it. DeCuna. Rayburn. Mark Retchen gets free. Brad Dove goes around as well. And that is all she wrote. Just got free and locks him up. Saves the nose of the car. Brad Dove out of the corner. Same concept here. Back up. Dove got free. Out of the corner. Left rear damage already. DeCuna takes some right front. Rayburn gets some nose damage. Andrew to pit road. Ed Perry back to pit road as well. Ouch. So back-to-back cautions to start this one. Thank you all for the likes out there. Again, if you haven't done so, consider giving us a like. We appreciate all of it. Appreciate the comments. I like comments. Comments are good. Talk to me. Talk to me, my children. Or human beings. Whichever. A little bit of fuel for some folks. Let me talk to you. Okay. There's Mr. Dove. He is on pit road, getting as much damage taken care of as he can. Car looks okay though. It's a good looking paint scheme. Mark Retchen doing a bang up job of getting a lot better at what he's got going on. Still a little left rear damage, but nothing too extravagant. Rayburn leaving pit road as well. Well, I think I'm all. There's Clint Hackett. Oh, Dove's not on his driver cam, so apologies about that. Clint Hackett still working. Trying to get that car fixed. He's doing his thing. How about RB Turner? He sits in 7th here. Be double file on the restart here. I think Bosworth's going to be back there as well. Andrew back on the lead lap, was waiting for the free pass here. So he is going to be fine. And then Mr. Dudley sits in 5th. See if he's going to be able to do. Let's see what Dudley can do here. Yeah. Let's do it to it. Let's go right front with Mr. Dudley on the restart here. Do the thing. Do the thing. Case Beer, Kevin Winker, Tyler Lemon, Jerry Coleman, green flag. Andrew Davis behind the 23. Kevin Winker out front. Jerry Culver's going to be in second. Jonathan Casebeer rolls back to 4th here. Kevin Winker is going from the back to the front. Hard lick on the back, the left rear you saw there. How about Andrew Davis and Mr. Dudley almost getting into it there. Tyler Lemon rolling out. I will tell you, folks, one of the cooler things that we're going to be doing tomorrow, 87s in the dang old Darlington Quest. We're going to run 88 laps in our Sunday Fun Day series. 49 to the bottom side. Tyler Lemon under fire now as Dudley looks to the inside. 3 wide here. Tyler Lemon graciously backs out of that one. Ed Perry, a little extra fuel, will be able to run a little bit longer than the drivers behind him, so we'll see how this one will fare out for him. 108 laps to go. One of the longest races the series is going to see when it comes to these kinds of tracks. We're out for the night. Too much damage to the front. Thankful for the win last week. Much needed. I agree. You needed it. Or hopefully we'll be able to see what happens tonight, and able to capitalize a little bit there on the earlier portion of this one. So I hate to see it, Clint. I hate to see it, sir. Excuse me. We can all ride. Be able to sit back and chill. Winker, Culver, Casebeer, Dudley, Davis back to 5th. Tyler Lemon on tire save mode. There's Ed Perry and Mark Retchen back into the mix. RB Turner up 1. Brad Dove off 4. Need a little bit of that car to work. 34 in tow. Little real tree on board. Let's go. See everybody watching out there on YouTube? Excuse me. Give me that big old thumbs up for me if you don't mind. Brian Rayburn just ran his fastest lap of the race. 28.24. He's figuring a thing or 10 out. The new RC guy is awesome. This is not the first time you've done it, though. You're supposed to well wish these guys and make sure that they don't bring out any cautions. No, I'm totally kidding. I've talked about you all right, Nate, already, Nate. about a half a dozen times. It's unique though that some of the admins of the league get to get out there and do just that. Get out there and RC a race and see it from there. I see y'all in Texas. Absolutely. Hello, babe. They're doing great. I think so. I don't like this track, but I still think they're doing great. And the only reason why I don't like this track is, well, because I think it races as it would be. It's tough to pass. It's kind of stagnant. You know, they need a change other than just having the dog leg. Who is this new guy? I think we're keeping him. Yeah. Old Nate. But I do like that the admins are getting out there and it allows them to, you know, say, hey, this is our opinion. You know, make sure that you guys pay attention, those kinds of things. Jerry Culver will see Casebeer to the inside. Dudley closing in the pace as well. Kevin Winker still out front. We'll see if Tyler Lemon can do what he does. Inside wall all the way around. I'm not a fan of it. I like Legacy Phoenix for that reason. Because it takes the dog leg out of it. If you can take the dog leg out of the racetrack, it shows more. It's like Richmond, right? It shows who can save tires. It shows who can do more with their car. I think that's my opinion of this racetrack. You take the dog leg out, and racing becomes racing. You know what I mean? Or maybe we just need to go to a softer compound tire, as NASCAR would say. 49 to the 8. 49 to the braking zone, a little different. Drive out of the corner. 33 right there, Andrew Davis. Gonna have himself a good car tonight. Tyler Lemon on tire save mode. That's what I was referring to just a little while ago. He has Ed Perry just behind Tyler. The more he saves, the better he's going to be. And that's the only reason why I just think there could be more. There could be more racing. It could be more of a racer's or a driver's track. But then again, I've been wrong. I've been wrong before. That's my opinion. I have an opinion. I do have an opinion, I promise. Dudley trying to close in. He's going to be there to the inside of Casebeer. Jerry Culver. High line to low line out. Good arcing corner. Ed Perry's gotten around on the inside of Tyler Lemon. Ed Perry, I don't know why. Hey, why did Ed have to go to the back? You have a penalty? .35 back to the outside lane. See Tyler Lemon trying to close in all at the corner. Speaking of people to ask the questions. That's the right person to ask the question. Pass the pace car on pit road entry? Well, that's awful. That pace car is finicky the way it is anyway. How about this? Davis clearing Dudley. Culver. Casebeer stepped away. Jerry Culver. Ooh, almost across the nose of the 33 here. Now the 49 is going to have a run. .33 exit, 24 there as well. 02 of RB Turner trying to make something happen. 33 all the way to the bottom side of the racetrack. Davis hard into the braking zone. Is going to slide up just a touch. Mark correction there. 33 is going to have the drive off. Jerry Culver trying to hold on to third. He's got a bunch of hungry sharks trying to track him down. Dudley back to the inside of Davis. It's not helping their scenario any bit. That they're wanting to be 2 and 3 wide with them here. Kevin Winker stepping away, a full second lead over Jonathan Casebeer. Jerry Culver again in third. Outside lane, Davis back to running his line. Davis with a drive off. He was good at this racetrack. Jerry Culver trying to hold on. Colby, thank you for Lexer. Davis had his line taken away from the 13. Here comes the 49. Jerry Culver, I don't know if he's trying to block or if he's just trying to run his line, but it's close. 33 to the outside, 13 runs him up. Into the corner they go. Davis way up. Jerry Culver will turn the sharp left-hand turn. And Davis trying to make it happen. He's going to be put 3 wide here. Dudley to the inside. Dudley gets doored by the 13. Davis trying to clear the 13. Now Dudley's there. Jerry Culver. Oh, it's going to get almost turned across the nose of the 49. 35 in tow. That's a big fan out right there. Andrew Davis seeing the 35 of Ed Perry there. And Culver is at bay, but I don't think he has a good car here. Winker 1.2 with clean air over Jonathan Casebeer. Jerry Culver has a hungry pack of cars right behind him. 49 trying to cut a break to the 33, 35 to the bottom side. And now Davis back into the corner, trying to back it back up. We'll low line it off. We'll get a run on Jerry Culver. Wall tap for Retchen. 0-2 goes around, so does the 23. Jerry Culver trying to do what he can. There goes the 49 again to the bottom side. Patience is nothing of what's going on here. 33 trying to track down the outside corner of the 13. Davis will be able to clear DeCuna on the bottom side. 24 laps down, but he's doing what he can. 33 way up the race line here. Going to try to put the pattern onto him. And the 49's going to do it again. Dudley trying to clear the 13. And we saw this animal before. Jerry Culver taking lanes away from these drivers. These two cannot get around him. Dudley keeps putting it on the bottom side and disrupting the line to be able to get around. If he could set up the corner, he'd be able to do something here. Now the 33 takes the inside. Now they're going to be 3 wide again. 33 to the back bumper of the 49. Give somebody else a chance. They're losing so much time to Kevin Winker and Jonathan Casebeer here. Somebody's got to say, hey, we've got to go. 89 of 175. And we haven't even hit green flag pit stops yet. Kevin Winker doing himself some justice here. Jerry Culver trying to hold these drivers at bay, and everybody behind him has a better drive off. He's just putting himself where they need to be. .35 of Ed Perry is cleared. Andrew Davis to Tyler Lemon. Right now, you'll see Dudley. He'll be able to send the corner here. Jerry Culver sends it in tight. 49, now to 13 down to the door of the 49. And here comes Ed Perry. Ed Perry down into the corner. Runs the very bottom. Tyler Lemon there as well. Same concept. This is going to be a same situation. Finally, Dudley able to run the very bottom side of the racetrack. Jerry Culver is not going to be able to hold these drivers off. Not the whole field. 13 down to the door of the 49 again. Hard racing. It's clean racing. But they're losing 7 seconds. Jerry Culver to the back bumper of the 49. Pushes him up the racetrack. And without a doubt, these drivers are going to get as frustrated with Jerry Culver as anybody else. Sheehan, thank you for the like. Tyler Lemon, who saved a ton of tire fast late in the race. They can stack them up. They'll be able to do so. RB, a little free off the corner. You got to think that the favor is going to be returned. Tyler Lemon to the bottom side on Jerry Culver. Dudley there as well. Tyler Lemon. We'll see Jerry Culver back to the back bumper. Tyler saved enough tire here. He has a lot of work to do if he wants to catch any of these drivers to be able to win this race. Not happening at the rate they've lost time here. Ed Perry trying to work with a 49. And Jerry Culver sitting in fourth. He's doing a great job. But the racing, Tyler Lemon into the wall hard there. Culver turns so late in the corner across the nose of Dudley. Dudley has to get on the brakes here. And that's what I'm watching. I don't know if Jerry's rearview mirror driving. But that is the only thing that kind of makes sense here. And he is putting himself in good positions. He's putting himself in position to basically trying to take the line away from drivers, forcing it an issue. Jonathan Casebeer is closing in on Kevin Winker. Kevin Winker on the high side here sees Jonathan Casebeer closing in. Tyler Lemon, 6.5 back now. Jerry Culver, 7.5. Might be able to try to close in. I'm not quite sure. Kevin Winker now trying to extend. That's not where the racing is. Racing is back here, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. 9th with Mark Retchen. RB Turner just behind him. Brad Dove is caught up with this group. Dove to the bottom side. We'll see RB Turner working to the corner. Davis up high, Retchen down on the bottom side. Oh, Dudley to Ed Perry. It's stacked up. Jerry Culver. They keep trying to get around Jerry Culver, and that's what it's happening. It's stacking up this field. As Davis goes to the inside. Oh, they're going to wreck. Caution's going to come out. Dove and Turner. And just Dove with a big run sends the bottom side of the racetrack, and just, you can't do that. That's not. Yeah, I go around the outside. You cannot break that hard into that corner with the field stacking up the way it does. It starts up here. Jerry Culver doing a great job. 49, and all these drivers have been trying to get around him for a hot minute. Oh, man. It was Ed Perry got into the 49 just a little bit, just trying to drive into the corner. So Jerry Culver did a great job. 49 right there. Ed Perry up a little, 49 coming down a little bit, just trying to stay right there with the 13. They saved this. 33 of Davis does a great job saving the car. It stays on the outside. But on the back straightaway, Brad Dobbs going to get a big run here. There are 3 possible lane choices here. The outside, as they carry speed up into the corner, Dove says, I'm going to send it on the bottom. And you got to know that Ed Perry can't see that Dove is going to be trying to close in the distance there. I mean, Ed Perry's got to turn into the corner. Man. Bueller, your race leader. Kevin Winker will come off pit road. Tires and fuel. Casebeer's going to be there as well. Tyler Lemon in 4th. Jerry Culver's going to be in 5th. Andrew Davis in 6th. Dudley's going to be in 7th. Mark Retchen in 8th. Ed Perry coming off pit road. Scrodenborg's going to be coming off pit road as well. Brad Dove on pit road getting some more of the damage worked on. RB Turner, same concept, having to get some damage worked on. Brian Rayburn doing just that as well. Bosworth's going to get one of, I believe he got one of his laps back here, so he's doing what he can. No, sorry, Devin did. Devin got one of his laps back. Bosworth was still out there doing his thing. So Dacuna was 24 laps down, now 23 laps down. I'm not trying to be critical of Dove. We love Dove. I love them all. Just, you can't send the corner like that. You kind of almost have to back up your corner and do it. There it is. Dacuna, 20. He's the free pass, not the lucky dog. I believe Bosworth might have been your lucky dog there. I'm not quite sure. But you got to do it, man. You got to eat the run. Mueller to Case Beer. Kevin Winker on the outside lane. Mueller's going to be on the bottom. Mike Mueller came in on 52 last, so credit lap led here. Rayburn checking up. Fields trying to make it work. It's that stay behind the pace car thing. It shows it up 142, 823, 33, 49. Green flag. 100 to the very bottom of the racetrack. Case Beer. Oh! Into Kevin Winker. "13 goes around. Culver. Kevin Winker will be your race leader. Caution comes out at an opportune time. Here's what happened. Jerry Culver with some rear damage here. Trying to see where it came from. If Jerry Culver finishes inside the top three, this will be interesting for sure. Because he's put himself. Oh, tires on the yellow line. Oh man, a little net code for the 35. And nowhere for Devin just got the free pass there. The Bosworth will get one of his laps back here. Should be your lucky dog. And Perry back to pit road again. These drivers just getting damage taken care of. Dove, Jerry Culver on pit road. Rayburn, he's on pit road. Mueller's on pit road. Tires for Mueller. He led that lap chance here. So, lucky dog coming around. Bosworth, 32. Off 3 from the start of the race, trying to make something happen. "72 laps to go. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Miss Budgie. Actually, it shows Case Beer as your race leader, so Kevin Winker will be in second, Tyler Lemon in third, Andrew Davis in fourth. Fifth caution of the race, Muscular Motorsports boom. Casebeard fourth in the point standings. No doubt try to keep himself moving into the round of 8. Ed Perry had 3 points. 3 points off of the last race. Needing to have himself a good finish, and he keeps having drivers basically stop in front of him. There's Andrew Davis. He sits 6th in the point standings. Have a 7-point advantage over the. Looking at the points, a 1-point advantage over Tyler Lemon and Bosworth. So he needs to finish well here. Bossert having an issue. Sideways on the racetrack. Man, oh man. I hate it for him. 42 back to the outside. Case Beer, Tyler Lemon. 42 free off the corner. Driver smacking the wall there. Andrew Davis trying to turn to the corner. Drivers all on pretty equal tires here. 33 will see the 24. 34 of Skrodenbauer is going to be out there as well. Skrodenbauer is going to be doing just fine. Ed Perry on the bottom side. Kevin Winker, not one to finish second. Oh, the 34. The 25. RB Turner. Devin Acuna. Oh, the 34 got free. Man, oh man. Just into the corner. Hard here. It frees up, snaps right. Into the wall. Into the 0-2. The 25. 74 able to stop. Devin able to stop back here as well. Man. Gary Culver back to pit road. So is RB Turner. Sixth caution of the race. Free pass for, and that was Bosworth that got the free pass there. Yeah. So he'll get one of his laps back after having to tow to pit road. But about a minute 40 seconds out there doing what he could. Well, that's just kind of how it goes. I mean, sometimes doth happen. Again, Phoenix this week, Texas next week, and then we'll go to Charlotte. Then we'll have Bristol and Homestead for the final two races of the season. Complete opposites. So they'll have a four-driver playoff for the final two races. The best average finish will be Bristol and Homestead. So barring anybody running away with it, it'll be interesting to see. Thank you for the budget copter, dear. I appreciate you, Dove. We'll come off pit road. Jerry Culver coming around as well. 54 seconds, 44 seconds for Dove. Mueller, keep it at 103. Ryan Rayburn in at 103 as well. 108 for those drivers. RB Turner just has to get a lot of that damage work done. Andrew, same concept. It's unfortunate for those drivers. Man. Dang, oh dang. 8:42. 55 miles an hour down this road. Jerry Culver's going to be up to speed here. Be able to slow down, be on the inside. Case Beer goes. Green flag. 33 of Davis back to the inside. Oh, Tyler Lemon on the bottom. Something happened there. Oh, he missed a shift. It was almost a caution. Didn't go around far enough. So Tyler Lemon with some work. Mark Retchen to the outside of Case Beer. Mark Retchen will see Case Beer to the bottom. Retchen leads that lap. Mark Retchen to the bottom side. Be able to send up the race line here. Has a quarter-second lead. Was able to drive off. Here comes Kevin Winker. Andrew Davis doing exactly what he needs to do. Needs to have a good, solid finish. Case Beer trying to cross over. will be able to do so here. 33 will follow the 42. Jonathan Casebeer back to third as Kevin Winker will work the outside lane. Here comes Robert Dudley as well. Ed Perry. Oh, no. Davis on the bottom side of the racetrack. Missed what happened there. Got to go back. Into the corners. Take a look. He just got free. He did. Able to save it, too. Only took left rear damage. That's good. So now Casebeer Dudley. How about Mark Retchen? 27.72. Fastest lap of the race. Getting down to it. 61 laps to go here. Still quite a bit of racing left. Tires are going to be everything. Mark Retchen, 27.81. Last time, Kevin Winker, 27.68. Casebeer in third. Dudley in fourth. Ed Perry's going to be in fifth. We'll see if Ed can just get clear of any of the drivers. Jerry Culver back to the inside. Tyler Lemon. We'll see it working. Andrew Davis on the back bumper of Jerry Culver. Into the braking zone. Davis needs a caution to go his way here so he can get that damage fixed. Casebeer just ran a 27.84. Mark Retchen, 28.30. Osbert making a pass on Dub. Dub on pit road. RV Turner on pit road. Ed Perry sitting in fifth. Davis trying to make the playoffs here. Little left side damage. Should be fine if he can continue to have the drive, depending on how his steering wheel is looking. Looks like it's a little cocked to the left. Rayburn. Dove leaving pit lane. Rayburn back out there, just taking his time. Tyler Lemon just ahead of he. Mark Retchen under fire from the 42. Brad Dove coming off pit road. Dove 2 laps down of Osbert here. He's 7 laps down in total. Is the car fixed, but not without consequences with some of the drivers. 42 to the inside. Casebeer is going to be in tow. 24 up on the outside lane. 24 backs off the tires. Run side by side, door to door with the 42. 42 will push up. 24 will be clear. That's door to door racing right there. 24 will be able to turn into the corner. A little bit harder on the brakes, but it's going to be able to throttle up sooner. 42 will drop all the way to the bottom side of the racetrack. And Retchen will be able to battle back here. 42 will try to slide the corner here. 24 back to the outside. 42 not clear just yet. 24 back as Mark Retchen keeps these drivers honest right now. So Kevin Winker will be able to clear. 24 back to the inside, all the way to the bottom side of the racetrack. Retchen doubles up the corner. Going to get a little tight. Kevin Winker trying to drive off from here. Pushing up and out, little free. That's pushing the tires out, pushing the car out. 54 laps to go. Dove back to pit lane. Kevin Winker. Mark Retchen, half a second back now as Jonathan Casebeer tries to keep that race line and do just that. Mark Retchen outside. Casebeer tries to. Casebeer's got to watch. Marsupius, Matta, if you're out there watching, Casebeer has got to watch how he starts to wiggle into a corner. He's a heck of a driver, but if he continues to set the corner, which means turn right before he turns left, he's going to collect drivers, and that's just something that's common with him. He's a great driver. You cannot set the corner that way because you're going to take out a driver, especially a driver who's holding his line. Dudley, Ed Perry. It causes a little scrub off on the car as well. He could be fast, and if you want to save tires, that's great, but don't set your corner. That's just advice for any driver, and you're going to see it in NASCAR as well. Drivers don't turn right to turn left. Retchin back to the bottom side. I just watch the nose of the car. Turn right to turn left. And that'll be all I'm critical of him. Rayburn up 5. Tyler Lemon is going to be off 7 as RB Turner just behind. RB finally able out there to run some laps. He's going to be 11 laps down, but he got the car worked on, got it fixed. 6 minutes of damage repaired. Got a hood put back on it. Let's see if he's going to be able to do anything here. Dudley has got around Mark Retchin. Retchin back to the inside. Dudley up inside the top 3. Mark Retchin trying to battle back. Ed Perry's going to be off 2. Ed Perry, 28.50 his last lap. Casper ran a 28.32. Kevin Winker doing everything but use the bottom side of the racetrack right now. Knows that this is a very long run. 48 laps to go. And the 1 miler, it shows up. It does. It shows up. You have 13 drivers on the lead lap through the chaos that happened. Mueller, the last driver on the lead lap, has Bosworth behind him. Rayburn just ahead of him. He also has Tyler Lemon ahead of him as well. Andrew Davis, 2 seconds, trying to do what they can. 33 has been doing all that he can here to try to make this one work. .33 gives the 0-2 the line. Gary Culver back to 6th. He was inside the top 3 when he was putting on some, I would say, some of the best defense that you could see. He did a great job. And the other drivers were beating themselves up trying to get around him. Ed Perry in 5th. Mark Retchin's going to be in 4th. Dudley's going to be in 3rd. K-Spear in 2nd, and Kevin Winker in 1st. All right. I will be right back. If we switch cars, let's see how Jerry Culver tries to close back in on this one. We'll ride along with him for just a moment. All right, folks, keep it up. Keep watching. We're seeing some of the battles close back up here. As we see them close back up, I will be right back once again. Got to keep my ears on. Sorry about that, folks. Had to take a moment, had to go up and check on something with Jess. And a quick conversation with her, and then take a moment, take a breather. Ryan Rayburn up 7. Kevin Winker, your race leader. Dudley trying to close in. Something happened to Casper. I think he's coming to pit road. He's got some damage here. I want to see how that happened because he was closing in there for a moment. Because I had to step away again. Apologies to the stream for stepping away. Apologies to the league. He's got some significant nose damage here. Oh, it happened when I think Devin got free. Hold on. Oh no. 43. Oh no. Devin, I think Devin was trying to, hold on. I think Devin was trying to get out of the way and let him race. It was there. It was trying to stay low. And then Case Beer on that bottom side, carrying that speed up into Devin Acunda there. Oh, no. Oh, I hate it for Jonathan there. The lap traffic just trying to stay out of the way. But that bottom lane, that's what we've seen it in NASCAR. We've seen it on iRacing time and time again. That bottom lane is a good way to get yourself into, get yourself a little an advantage. But when you're approaching traffic on corner exit, it can happen just like that. And I hate that for him. I hate that for Jonathan. I hate that for Devin because Devin was trying to do the right thing there. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. All right. Dudley trying to close in on Kevin Winker. Ed Perry in third. Mark Retchen's going to be in fourth. Jerry Culver in fifth, back where he started. RB Turner trying to work. There's Tyler Lemon. He has got Brian Rayburn just behind him. There's these drivers trying to work. Andrew Davis still dealing with that damage. He sits in eighth. So Kevin Winker, half second the gap, 24 laps to go here. Man, oh man. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. Thank you, Nate. Dogleg, thank you. That was interesting. It was. They go, oh no. Budget. I hate that for anybody. Good. Kaylee says good. Let's go 74. Good run for the 24 out there again. Missed the chats. Missed a lot of things. But we've seen some great racing all race long. Jerry Culver, one of those drivers, the O2 of RB Turner, gets a little free getting into the corner there. Just the brakes playing what they are. Let's see if Jonathan can get any more laps out of that car. 22 laps to go, half second the gap. Dudley trying to do what he can here to catch Kevin Winker. I was surprised there was no caution for. They're in the dog leg, so with no traffic coming, that would make sense. Kevin Winker to Robert Dudley. The egg shape off corner exit. Winker holding the laps at bay. Dudley trying to do what he can here to shorten up the race line. Into the braking zone. Kevin Winker will have to try to have the drive off here. Dudley. Again, the dog leg is an advantage, but this late on the tires, it's not very much of an advantage. We'll see if Jerry Culver's running faster laps than the drivers ahead of him, so we'll see what he's going to be able to do here as he gets into the corner. He's going to egg shape driving forward. Mark Retchen's going to be in fourth. Tyler Lemon, again, off 5 from the start of the race, was your pole sitter. Try to maximize some time. Andrew Davis, 3.6 back from Brian Rayburn. Kevin Winker has 19 laps, might put him a lap down. We'll see. Ed Perry has closed in to the 49. Ed Perry up and out, doing everything he can currently to make it happen. It was out of the way, so let it go. Absolutely. Absolutely. I understand that completely. Nothing you can do. Man, oh man. I've watched that dogleg bite drivers on restarts. I've never seen it happen this late in a run, but again, Devin was trying to do what he could there to just kind of stay out of the way. Let him make the pass. And K-Spear's run right there on corner exit. Just, I mean, you can't avoid it. I want to go back one final time here. Let's go to Jonathan K-Spear. He's down here. Let's go to his cockpit view. There's Devin right there in the 43. I mean, he was in his sights the entire time. I don't know, Nate, what would you have done? You're one of these bad fast drivers. What would you have done? Ed Perry closing in the distance here. Half a second now as Kevin Winker tries to hold on to the lead. Ed Perry, again, I talk about Ed being fast in the long run. So is RB. We've seen those guys be really good. Thank you for all the likes out there on YouTube. You all are amazing. Thank you very much. Jerry Culver has gotten around Mark Retchen. I do believe they've got a little battle for fourth going on here, door to door. Yeah. 49 down. Kevin Winker trying to hold off Ed Perry. Ed Perry, bottom side. He's going to drift up the racetrack here. Ed Perry within a quarter second. Drive off for Ed Perry. $14 laps to go. Kevin Winker trying to hold on to the lead. Ed Perry's had some bad luck. Wall tap for the 42. 49 to the bottom side. 35 trying to roll. Ed Perry into the corner. Able to travel just a little harder here. Now within a tenth. A little bit of lap traffic just ahead. Case Spears finally back out. So a chance for him to run a little bit of those laps. Davis in eighth. Kevin Winker as the 35. Kevin Winker to the bottom side. Ed Perry traveling the 49 there as well. Case Spears gotten it enough. He's got no hood on it, but he's gotten the Kevin Winker corner out. Will take the nose off the 35 there just a little bit. She wants a 49. Wants the 49 to have a top three so she can see the doggo. I get it. Davis, a threat to go a lap down. Bottom side of the racetrack, trying to roll. Ed Perry sends the corner. Corner out. 33 lets him go. 35 on the back bumper of Kevin Winker. So is Mr. Dudley. Jerry Culver, 10 seconds back. Held on to the pace. 35 hooks the corner. Kevin Winker to Ed Perry. Ed Perry slides the corner. Drivers out. 35 up to the back bumper. 42, little wiggle. But he's going to be fast here. A little bit of free is fast here, especially on these older tires. Give them all the treats. That's right. 9 laps to go. Ed Perry looking to try to pull off a slide job. Wall tap for the 42 of Kevin Winker. 35. Trying to do all he can here. But his tires are sliding around, so clean air is everything. So Ed trying to close in, but Kevin Winker doing a pretty phenomenal job here. Ed Perry has a little bit of a wiggle there. Trying to set up the corner. 42 slides across the nose. Quarter second. The egg-shaped corner works so well at this racetrack. 8 to go. It'll be 7 this time by. Top 3 still within a second. He hides them in their couch and bed. That's funny. $35. Corner out. 42, quarter second. Well, that's what Lucy does as well. Battle for the lead between the top 2. Rolling 7 drivers on the lead lap. Rayburn, one of those drivers. Tyler Lemon just ahead of him. Mark Retchen sits in 5th. Jerry Culver, 12 seconds the gap. 35 all over the back bumper of the 42 here. Five to go. Those cars hit the ground hard. And Perry's going to push it all the way up. Listen to it. Big slam on the bottom of the racetrack. Out of the throttle. Kevin Winker able to just use the egg shape of that corner. That's just the way to drive this corner. Half second now the gap. Ed Perry. Does he have anything left? 3 laps to go. 42 all the way to the bottom side of the racetrack. Full second now to Dudley. Ed Perry chewing up some ground here. That's a big run. Now within a quarter second. Be able to turn into the corner. Can he throttle up? Case Beer just ahead. Case Beer now 10 laps down. RB Turner. He's got about 19 seconds, but with 2 laps to go. 42 and a 35. 42 back to the corner the same way. 35 not able to get around him. Within a quarter second. So Kevin Winker from the back to the front. Brad Duff, fastest lap of the race, 27.66. 35 all the way to the bottom side. Final lap, white flag waves. Ed Perry trying to edge the corner here. Can he set it up? Corner out to the 35, 35 to the 42. One last corner. 35 will not get there. Kevin Winker will come home in victory lane. As Ed Perry will be solid for second. Dudley will finish third. Jerry Culver coming around the final corner is going to finish fourth. Mark Retchen 1.4 back. Sorry, 1.2 back from there. Going to settle in. He'll finish in fifth. Tyler Lemon will finish sixth. Seeing Rayburn cross the line. Rayburn is... Oh, baby. Rayburn almost got to him. Andrew Davis will come around. Will be the first driver a lap down. Mueller's going to be a lap down. They finished 9th and 10th. As it would be. But Kevin Winker gets the win. Ed Perry second. Dudley third. Culver fourth. Mark Retchen fifth. Tyler Lemon. Brian Rayburn. Andrew Davis. Mike Mueller. Bosworth, your top 10. Case Beer finishes 11th. RB Turner 12th. Brad Dove 13th. Devin Acuna 14th. Scrotenbauer and Clint Hackett 15th, 16th. Mr. Big Art was your race controller tonight. He did a pretty phenomenal job, in my opinion. So much love to the man. Hopefully you have a good night, sir. I'm pretty critical of racing, folks. And just remember that when it comes to a race opinion, it's just an opinion. So always remember that. Always remember that these drivers are human beings. They're gonna make mistakes, and I'm gonna always be there to be their cheerleaders and to be the people who take care of things, right? So I'm a pretty big fan of racing, and this stuff makes me a racer. I love to see it. Give me a second. Ooh, good race. Good race by the end of it. Chop Xfinity Series. There we go. I like that drivers can put their stuff in there, but the series pays for their name to be on it. So I would always make sure that their name's on it. And ours as well. And the drivers can talk all about their sponsors and all the stuff that they do when we talk to them. So I like that. So, all the good things. It's time to Kevin Winker. He's going to get the victory here. Able to hold off Ed Perry at the tail end of that one. Man, oh man. Had your work cut out for you. 14 spots. Just kind of seemed like Phoenix was playing Phoenix tricks.
Yeah, I'm not really good here to be honest with you, but the last couple of races I've found something there in 1 and 2 with that goofy 1 and 2 line, and it seems to be working. Been finishing decent and finally parked in victory lane, but yeah, the game plan all night was just kind of just to ride around. I mean, I was pretty much locked into the next round with all my playoff points, so I knew I really had nothing to worry about. Just kind of rode around there up to eighth there before the stage, and then I was stuck by Dudley and Jared. And it's so hard to pass here, especially on a long run. So I couldn't really get any more stage points. But we came out, I think, fourth or fifth on that pit stop, and then the restarts were always chaotic, and track position was king. And then I thought the eight had me there, but then I got around him, and then he was starting to run me down. And then I don't know about the lap car. I don't know if the lap car turned in front of him or what, but I went high and he went low, and I always him was spinning. So hate that for him. I think it would have been a good battle between him and I, and then just had to hold off Ed Perry there. He's really good at saving tires. He ran us down from I don't know how far back, and I thought he was going to get me, but like I said, that line in 1 and 2 that I run just seems to prevail more times than not. And he sent it in there a couple times, but he raced me clean. So yeah. Kind of had a rough stretch of the last couple races, not finishing well. So it's nice to finally park this thing back in victory lane again this season.
X shape in the corner. That's what it is. You enter high and turn one. About halfway through the corner, you drive down and try to park the tires on the yellow line. It's the only way to run this racetrack if you want to save tires and be fast. And a couple of drivers here today doing it very well. But you can't do it too early. You kind of have to wait until the tire rubber's in.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't really on the bottom just because the car got loose, so I kind of ran that just from the restart. I know I lost a couple spots here and there, but I knew over the long run I would make them up, as long as I could get around them. But like I said, early in that run, it was pretty hard to pass. So luckily we got that stage and re-racked and just kept it clean all night, and parked back in victory lane. So pick up back up that momentum heading into the round of 8 next week.
Yeah. As far as what happened with the 8 car, Devin was doing the right thing. He was slower. He was on the low side of the racetrack. Jonathan had him in his sights, and was just trying to carry speed all the way at the bottom of the racetrack up until the to try to get up there to turn one, and Devin was just slower and ran right into him.
Yeah, you hate to see that. I mean, you can't really blame the lap car. I mean, it's kind of just, kind of how this stuff goes. But yeah, I think he might have had something for me there. He was kind of keeping pace with me, and I noticed he kind of was running the same line I was once he kind of figured out that it was working for me. So it would have been interesting to see how that played out. But yeah, I mean, again, this is I think win number 5 on the season, so we're keeping the wheels turning, and we go into the next round, which I love. Texas and Charlotte; those are pretty good tracks for me. So this round, I like Daytona obviously, but here I wasn't really confident. But obviously we got the win tonight. But next round, I'm really looking forward to that. I really love Texas and Charlotte.
It'll be good. Kevin, give you shout outs. Get a victory.
Yeah, as always, want to give a shout out to Bruce Muehlberger Custom Homes, coming on board and sponsor me in all my leagues and always watching nights. So big shout out to you, Bruce. Thanks for tuning in. All Winkin Nation, my girlfriend Shauna, Brett, Nicole, Justin, Brandon, Dylan, Gordon, Albert Anderson, all them guys that tune in every night and support me. Can't thank them enough. Huge shout out to Brett, Nicole, my brother. He got married a couple weeks ago, so congrats to them guys. Nate Cogdell at Sonic Graphic Design for the paints. If you need any paint, stickers, designs, and that stuff, you can check them out. Sonic Graphic Design. All the league admins that put this on, it's a lot of work, but this league is really clean, so they don't have too much work to do with us. But yeah, shout out to them, put this on. Shout out to everybody in the league for run a clean race. I know a couple of races, in the season got kind of hairy, but for the most part, it's been really clean. A lot of give and take, respect in this league. So props to everybody for doing that. And then last but not least, you for putting on the broadcast. We appreciate it, man, and we'll go back and watch it.
It'll be good. Kevin Winker is your victor tonight, as things do pan out. 5 wins for him, but he too tonight. Ed Perry coming home, trying to do what he can to make his way into the round of 8, and you were doing everything that you needed to do. The egg-shaped line gets the defensive play of the game. Because man, he just couldn't get the turn into the corner to be able to be side by side with him on corner exit.
No, I kept getting just tight on entry, and I tried lifting early. I tried driving it in deep, and it no matter what I did, I just lost that grip, and it would want to push up into Kevin Winkler, and I didn't want to do that to him. Didn't want to wreck him. I mean, I had enough of incidents of my own tonight that I didn't need to add to it. But
That's what I was.
Congratulations to Winkler.
Yeah, That's what I was gonna hit on next. Just some of the things just kind of fell in your lap. There wouldn't really. I mean, you win a stage, and then the dang old pace car beat you up, and then it seemed like after that the field was beating you up, and able to drive back to second. I think that's a night right there.
Yeah, it reminded me of Algire's championship weekend. Just I got two black flags tonight and had to tag the pack twice. And then on that restart, I want to say, to me, it was net code when Lemon got sideways coming off the restart. When the green flag dropped, he wasn't even close to me, and he ended up going sideways. And I'm not sure if he spun his tires or if we had a little bit of net code. But I felt awful for him because he was pretty quick himself. He had the tires too.
On that restart, it was, I think Tyler missed a gear. I'm trying to find it again. I'm trying to find the lap again so that way I can go back and play it. We can just watch it from his point of view. Hold on.
Get to your broadcast.
Hold on. I'm looking.
I don't get to watch a broadcast. I'm usually in VR mode, and
yeah.
I don't want to listen to you and try to drive.
Yeah, because I'm yelling at people. I yell.
I watch the stuff later, but
let's see.
It was a fun race. This is my home track, so I wanted to do well. I was hoping to win it. To try to secure a spot in the top 8, I needed the pole. I think I needed the pole, most laps led, and win the race. And I don't think I'm gonna. Well, I don't know who made the race and who didn't tonight.
I think you're good. You were just 1 point behind Davis. You were like you were like 9th. So I think you're okay. I think this, depending on, you won a stage as well, so those points really carry over, and they carry over well. So hold on, let's do the mathematic here. You were 3 points off Bosworth. You finished well above 4 positions above him, and you had a stage win. So I think you're good. I think you make this.
Oh, that'd be awesome to hear. This is one of my, it's my home track, but I struggle here normally.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't get much practice this week, so in fact, I didn't get any. But gosh, I'm proud of having to hit the tail end of the lead lap cars twice and being able to drive back up and get second place. I'm proud of that.
I like it. I think it's a true testament to what you guys can do, right? And there's a lot to be said when it comes to man, he was on the outside. What had happened? A lot to be said for the league. I know that we had a few less drivers tonight than we normally do. But the racing's been good. It's been clean. It's been nice. I mean, I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah, well, this league, especially running these Xfinity cars, we seem to have the least amount of yellows between the trucks and the Cup cars and of course tonight's league. And the racing seems to be a heck of a lot cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate that. And we had a really, a competitive field. Nothing was really a give me to anybody. Everybody had to earn it tonight.
Right. No, and that matters, right? Okay, here it is. I got it. I'm all right. All right, we're ready. Here it is. Now we got to go inside his cockpit view because this is going to be the best way to listen. All right, I'm going to turn it up for everybody. There it is. It's all cranked up. he had something. He money shifted or did something. Because he wrapped out, so it must have been a clutch issue or downshift or missing a gear.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I'm a couple seconds behind you on the restart. Yeah, and it just I still don't see what happened to him.
All right, here we go. Here it is. Watch the tachometer. I know you're going to be a couple seconds behind. I'll keep myself quiet. Everybody listen. Crank that up all the way. Here we go. He had himself a malfunction.
Oh yeah, he really tacked it.
Yeah. So, and in that instance, there's nothing you could do if I go back from your point of view here.
Gosh, well, that makes me feel a little bit better, that I didn't get him sideways by via that code or
oh no, yeah, he turned. I mean, it shifted. You actually probably saved his life there, just so you know.
Yeah, it did give me a little bit of damage, and I was worried about that because it did make the car a little bit tighter.
Yeah.
Which didn't help. But it was a fun race to, race these guys. I actually had to, I drew some sweat on those last 35, 40 laps.
That's a good thing. That means we're still human and our heart's still beating.
Oh yeah. Kevin Winkler really made me work for it. Actually, Mr. Dudley as well. He was hard to get around. And then I started driving in, trying to drive it in deeper than what I had been all night, and I knew I was gonna burn up the right front doing that, but that was I had no other options but burn it up or settle and just follow the leader, and I didn't want to do that.
Well, you had a bad fast car, and you had to go through the field more times than Kevin Winker did, so that's a win. How many passes did you make tonight? Probably about 80. It happens.
Yeah, it was fun. It was really fun. The racing, like I said, was for the most part, pretty clean. With me, everybody raced me pretty clean, and I appreciated that 100%.
It was a ton of fun, Ed. P2 tonight. We'll see how the points do stack out, of course, but a good time nonetheless.
Yeah, it's going to be a competitive field for the championship. I think whoever does come out with the championship is going to earn it. It's not going to be a gimme.
I hope not, because I don't want it to be predictable. You know what I mean? It makes my job that much more fun. I don't like this track, but tonight the racing was good. Like the driver I'm going to give the most props to is Jerry Culver, because he became a moving roadblock by driving a normal race line, and nobody could get around him. It was crazy to watch, and I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna get wrecked. Oh my God, like I felt like he was my teenager, and I was in the passenger seat, stomping the imaginary brake, teaching him to drive for a moment there. But he did great. So like he'd be my Thompson Racing Move of the Race guy.
I got to follow Jerry, and it was hard to get around him. Even though I had a faster car, just his line, he had that speed coming off, and I could not get my car to grip. And Winkler was running kind of the same line, going in top and come down the bottom, and that was the race line tonight. And I just couldn't figure that line out. But Jerry, it's fun. I love running with every one of these guys. It's it's always there's I get nervous here and there, but for the most part, everybody's a pretty good driver. I can't complain too much.
Yeah, I mean, it's also Development League, so like to see the racing we're seeing in a what they call a rise to the ranks kind of league, then I mean, I think Chop Shop's doing just fine.
Oh, Chop Shop! If it wasn't for them, who knows where I'd be racing? But I found a home a few years ago, and I really like living with these guys each week. Everyone, John Hammond, Stryker, they make this league not only fun but fair. I like that they have rules and they stick to them, and that's a big thing. That's a big thing in racing. And they will penalize you if you do something stupid.
Yep. They penalize themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. I've seen it, and I've been in those penalties boxes as well, and they show no favoritism, which is I really appreciate that. These guys have been, fantastic to race with.
It's my job to show favoritism. They put on a great league, and I get to point fingers at things that go wrong and things that go right. That's my favoritism. My favorite thing to do is call dang old races. And Ed, you got a P2 tonight, man. Give your shout outs. This was good, and it was fun to watch.
Yeah, thank you. I got to thank Holly for supporting me 100% each week, week in and week out. In fact, I got a little bit of trouble last night for not racing in the Cup cars. So she wants to see me out racing, so we'll be doing some Cup racing in the future. Got to thank Signature Esports, Chop Shop for putting this on. Jason, you do a heck of a job. Thank you. And of course, I got to thank Jaws Towing for they do sponsor me. And what a heck of a company I get to work with.
It's the right way to be. Ed, you're a legend. We extended your interview. I get when I get to talk to you, we got to let you talk, man.
Hey, I appreciate you, man.
Always.
I'll get you on the next one.
Oh, it'll be good. Ed, be good, brother.
Yep, you too. Thanks. Good night.
Ed Perry comes home, P number 2 tonight. Last but not least, Mr. Dudley and Stinkman. They had a drive tonight that will be one of the biggest showcases we've seen, because you were there early in the going. I was like, Dudley is just kind of riding, and then all of a sudden, I mean, you were full scent. Just every time that you tried to get around drivers, it seemed like the line you were taking, somebody else was trying to take it too.
Yeah, it was a tough race. Felt like Demolition Derby for a little bit there, but yeah, congratulations to Kevin and Ed, podium, and it was tough out there tonight.
Jess is already excited because Stinkman's there. She's like, he better finish. Talking about you, better finish inside the top 3 because I want to see the doggo.
Yeah, he was asleep. I had to pick him up. Now he's laying down. He's wore out, I guess.
He needs treats, please, sir, says Jess. Anyway, she controls our dogs. It's all good. Man, it was a good race. Hard lines. These cars are. I'm not a fan of the track. I'm a fan of the car, right? And I think that's what that showed up tonight. Very tough to pass. It's very tough to pass if somebody has the line that is it just runs perfect, right? They don't even have to be. You could be faster than they are, and I think it was the best thing to describe. They could be faster than you, or you could be faster than them. But if they can just run a line and keep you at bay, it makes it tough to pass.
Oh, that's exactly true. I ran into that a couple times, especially, me and Jerry had a good battle going there. I had a faster car, I felt, and man, he just, the line he was running, and like I said, it's so hard to pass in here. It's hard, you get on that bottom line and try to pass, you got to lift to keep from, dooring them on the outside. And yeah, Jerry ran a good line. He was tough. It was real tough.
I was describing to Ed Perry that watching Jerry try to hold all of you off, I was like, he can't hold everybody off. He was proving me wrong there for a little while. I knew at some point somebody was going to be able to make it stick. But for the longest time, just watching him being able to be defensive, I was like, and I said, I don't know if he was rear mirror driving, but it kind of looked as such, because he'd kind of run a natural line, and then if he'd see somebody down there, he'd put his car there. was like, I was the guy that stood next to his kid driving, teaching your teenager how to drive with the imaginary brake pedal. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, he got sideways on me one time, and I was at his door, and I got off the throttle and was braking to keep from turning him around, and yeah, at that time I think we were like half second behind the leader, and we lost 4 or 5 seconds, and Phil caught up to us. But yeah, he was like sideways in front of me. At least that's the way it looked to me, and I had to hold off from almost turning him back. Almost took him out, but good driving. But it was a tough track. I had a good fast car, I thought, on long runs.
Oh, I think so. I think everybody did a great job. I mean, outside of just some either natural incidents or getting free, there's really only one kind of egregious turn into the corner. But outside of that, it was really just tough and hard racing, and it's good to see 16 drivers show up and try to put on that kind of show.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. When playoffs start, usually every league, people that's not in the playoffs or whatever usually drop off. But that's all right. Yeah, I wish I would have had that last run. I had some damage in my car. I couldn't get fixed, and it made me loose as heck in the corner exits. And I felt I could have had something for Kevin there, but especially when Ed caught up to me. Ed got at me, so I let him go by, and no use trying to hold him up. I didn't have anything for him and Kevin at the end. I was just too dang loose on the exit. I couldn't get back in the throttle when I wanted to. But like I said, congratulations to Kevin and Ed. Good runs. I think Ed came through the field 2 or 3 times. But it was a good run by everybody, I felt.
I think so. I think other than just a couple of things, it was all good. It was good to go. Mr. Dudley, you and Stinkman get to enjoy a P3 finish as here he is. Oh, the poor guy giving some love, right? He's like, look, we got to go get treats.
He stayed out of the room the whole dang time until I got up after the race, and then I come in here and he come laid down beside me. He knows what time it is.
He knows when he's getting an interview, because it's the Stinkman show. Mr. Dudley, congratulations on a P3 tonight, brother. It is always a pleasure to get a chance to talk to you. Give your shout outs, my friend.
All right. I'd like to give a shout out to you first, for putting on a great broadcast every week for the league and all the series you do here. Also, John and Michael and Nick Biggert for admin the league and putting on all these series for us to run. I'd like to thank my dad, Arliss, watches every week, supports me. Beautiful fiance, Fit Nancy, watches, supports me, of course. My son Tyler, he watches. He really enjoys watching your broadcast. My cousin Brian and his wife Danielle and their kids up in Oregon watch every week. And couple, some fans out there. I think Robert Van Nest. Thanks for your. I appreciate his comments. I see that he puts in the comments during the broadcast. And roll Tide.
All right, brother. It is a pleasure. Yeah, you've got some fans. You got some fans of you. You got some fans of Stinkman. Jess loves you. I think everybody can be a fan of the Alabama man.
I appreciate that. Under the playoffs, I think I made it. I hope I did. I was hoping for a top five.
You were second in the point standings coming into this. You were fine.
I knew they were close. I didn't get the stage points I wanted, but top 3, I think I secured myself.
Yeah, I think everybody's good. I think it'll be good. Mr. Dudley, we'll see you soon, okay?
All right, buddy. You take care. God bless.
You as well. That is Mr. Roll Tide himself, Mr. Robert Dudley. He comes home P3 tonight, and Kevin Winker went to Victory Lane. I got to show you guys that because it's I forgot that they did this, and a lot of drivers are trying to find their. So some of the iRacing tracks have the drivers able to go to actual Victory Lane on the racetrack. So, which I think is awesome, and I think they should do that with all of the tracks. So we're just working on getting back here. You've seen thing flip around here as soon as I see him back on the racetrack. You have to bear with me. So Nate said he was on, that he went out there, so I want to give him some love and show you guys what Victory Lane looks like on iRacing, because how cool is that, right? Oh, it's probably easier to just go here. So, all right, and we'll go here, and then we'll fast forward. Kevin Winker did a great job tonight. And I know that everybody puts their sponsors and stuff like that in there, and I love it. I appreciate it. But when we create the overlays, we try to create them so that the league can get their name out there more. And we always want to make sure that the league gets priority over everything, which is kind of what I do. Because I love these leagues. I think Chop Shop does a great job. I think this Saturday series is amazing. I may not like this track, but I tell you what, it's a pretty fantastic race that we saw today, and getting to see drivers, put it to each other. It's pretty awesome to see. So everybody should be very proud of all of that. So let's see if he gets down to the victory lane. There it is. So if you go up here, there it is. There's your victory lane right there. Bam. They should have confetti. They need to have people standing back there at the end of the race. That could be they could trigger that. And they could have, a screen up there. Hold on. Let's see if this works. Yeah. Imagine this. This would be cool. Thank you, Tyler. Appreciate you. Here you go. Hold on. Imagine this. A monitor right here, right? That shows, cars like this. And then we have people here. A podium stand here with a little trophy, right? Dun, 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 big cup trophy. And then people here, bam, 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 bam. People here, bam, 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 bam. People here. Yeah, my stick figures. And then fireworks everywhere. And then confetti everywhere. That'd be cool. They should set that up because Kevin Winker would deserve it tonight because he did a phenomenal job getting out there driving. Congratulations to Chop Shop and everything that's going on. I mean, I'm telling you, big monitor right there. Oh, sorry. Let's clear that out. Yeah, right here. Look. More league integration in here as well. There could be, you know what I mean? I think we can laugh, but I think it's worth it. Anyway, it was a good race, folks. These guys make it interesting. They really do. I do prefer the legacy version of this track better. Where the start finish line is on the what is that straightaway section of the dog legs cut out of it. I think it races better. Today things just happened, and Case Beer running as low as he was trying to cut into the lead. Might have had something for Kevin Winker, but that dog leg is what I did. What happened in the dog leg to Jonathan Case Beer today was it was the reason why I don't like the dog leg, because it happens too often, and there's such an inside wall right there. And for the safety of NASCAR, we've seen such hard hits to that inside wall and to that outside wall that, like, the dog leg is good, but it's dangerous. It took a driver out today, which we hate to see. Thank you to Dub Farms LLC. Thank you to Pura Setups. Thank you to, of course, Chop Shop, Chopp'N It Up Podcast, and we appreciate all of them. Kevin Winker gets the win. They're on to the round of 8 next week. And don't take me being critical of a racetrack or take me being critical of drivers. I like watching these drivers and just the track knowledge and just the driveline knowledge that I've picked up over the years. I might not be able to physically do it on the racetrack, but what I've seen works, and what I've seen that doesn't work. And I like being surprised at the same time. So it gives me a chance to tell a story. I also want to remind drivers to make sure that you check your paint schemes. Imagine if I can talk about it to my kid. That's the kind of paint schemes that we should be running. So if you have anything offensive on there, please make sure that you keep your paint schemes PC. I'm going to say that in every stream for every league. So this is just day one of doing it. Okay. So imagine that, because we want to make sure that I don't get videos pulled down. Okay. That's a thing. It's happening. It's something that I need to make sure that I put in my Discord as well, which I will do. So just bear that in mind. Remember that I have to be able to talk about it. If I can't talk about it, then it's the reason why I haven't played Schedule 1, because I don't want the video to get taken down. I want to. I have heard good things about it. I've seen people play it, and I think it's funny. It's like a Rick and Morty specific simulator. If you haven't looked it up, then you know what I mean. So those are the things. So but bear that in mind. Today was a good day. We had some good gaming. We had some good racing, and tomorrow I'll see you in the morning. That's it. That's all I'm doing tomorrow. We have Tops and Dirt Series coming the next Sunday. That's going to be fun. And then from there, we're going to keep our schedule going. That's one of the things that we are doing is we're keeping our schedule full. We're continuously looking to book, continuously looking to make sure that we keep our schedule filled up as much as possible. Because we're trying to do things on our end personally in life that is going to continue to make us move forward. And that includes, for those who didn't read Discord, I did increase my prices. But those who are already in agreements, or those who have contracts with us, my price increases have not reflected to you. So if you have had a league with me and are having a league with me, and you're only seeing the $5 increase, and that's the $5 increase. Everything else is there. It's in our Discord. Our prices are out there. I am significantly less expensive, and I think I'd put on a decent product than everybody else. So keep that in mind. Remember that if you're going to book me, I'm booked out pretty far in advance. And I always give returning leagues the opportunity to book me before I start seeking elsewhere. So that's how it is. That's how it goes. So we appreciate everybody. Be good, be safe, be kind to one another. That's just what it comes to this. And we're going to continue to gain confidence on our end, as well as try to make these leagues look as good as possible. So I treat them as good as I do customers in real life. And even if we have disagreements, I still consider them friends, and I would rather be a friend and not rip them off, and give them a decent product than charge what I'm seeing $100 an hour. $100 an hour for a broadcaster. That's stupid. And if you're a league out there, or you're a broadcaster out there charging $100 an hour, you had better be more professional and more put together than the Coca-Cola series, because that is a full-on production, and I do this by myself. And I'm decent, and I feel like I'm just as decent as anybody else out there. So, it's my TED Talk for today. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Be good.